Hello students, today is your chemistry test. So let's revise our chapter which I have given in test, materials, metals and non-metals. Students, we are familiar with different types of material which we use in our daily life. So on the basis of their properties, we classified these, these materials into broadly into two categories, metals and non-metals. So let's we see how can we differentiate between metals and non-metals. First property is physical state. Most of the metals are in solid state except mercury. Mercury is a metal which is in liquid state. What is the symbol of mercury? Hg. Mercury is in liquid state at room temperature. While non-metals are in solid state, liquid and gases. It may be in all forms, solid, liquid or gas. Second is hardness. Most of the metals are hard except sodium and potassium. What is the symbol of sodium? Symbol of sodium is Na and potassium is K. Sodium and potassium are the metals which are soft in nature and they can cut into knife, can cut with the help of knife. While non-metals are soft, they can be uh, they can be broken down into smaller pieces when hammered it. So we can say that they are not hard. Next property is malleability. Malleability is the property by which any metals can be converted into thin sheet on hammering. So metals are malleable. All metals are malleable. Property of the metals are known as malleability and the metals which can be converted into thin sheet are known as malleable, while non-metals are non-malleable. Means non-metals do not show malleability property. Next is ductility. The metals which can be drawn into thin wire forms are known as ductile. That means all metals are ductile in nature and this property is known as ductility, while non-metals are non-ductile. Sonorous property. When metals beaten by hammer, it produced a sonorous sound, a ringing sound, while non-metals do not produce ringing sound. So metals have sonorous property while non-metals do not have. Metals have sonorous property while non-metals do not have. Conductor of heat. All metals are good conductor of heat. Due to this property, they can be used in making cooking utensils, while non-metals are not good conductor of heat. They are bad conductor of heat. Next is conductor of electricity. Metals are good conductor of electricity. So, due to this property, they are used in making wires, electric wires. While non-metals except carbon, graphite is an allotrope of carbon, which is a good conductor of electricity. So, except graphite, all non-metals are bad conductor of electricity. Graphite is an allotrope of carbon, while metals are good conductor of electricity. So these are the some properties of metals and non-metals on which, on the basis of, we can differentiate between them. Let's we see some chemical properties of metals and non-metals. First chemical properties, reaction with oxygen. When metals react with oxygen, it forms their oxides, and non-metals also form their oxides. Like sodium, symbol of sodium is Na. Sodium, when sodium reacts with oxygen, it forms sodium oxide. When magnesium is also a metal which when reacts with oxygen, it forms magnesium oxide. It is magnesium. Symbol of magnesium is Mg. This is oxygen. Symbol of oxygen is O, and this is magnesium oxide. Formula of magnesium oxide is MgO. So when metals react with oxygen, it forms their oxides. While non-metals also reacts with oxygen, like sulfur reacts with oxygen, it forms sulfur dioxide. Carbon reacts with oxygen, it forms their oxides, carbon dioxide. What is the difference between reaction with oxygen of metals and non-metals? When metals react with oxygen, it forms oxide, but they are basic in nature. While oxides of non-metals are acidic in nature. You can test it by using litmus paper, that oxides of metals are basic in nature and oxides of non-metals are acidic in nature. When we form their aqueous solution of oxides of metals or oxides of non-metals, they forms their hydroxides and their corresponding acids. Like when sodium oxide reacts with water, it forms sodium hydroxide. Which is basic in nature. When we forms aqueous solution of sodium oxide, it forms sodium hydroxide. When we dip the litmus paper in this solution, blue litmus paper does not show any change, while red litmus paper turns into blue color. So this shows that it is basic in nature. But when we forms aqueous solution of sulfur dioxide, which is oxides of non-metals, sulfur dioxide plus water. Formula of water is H2O. You will read it H2O. This is the formula of water. Sulfur dioxide reacts with water. Aqueous solution of anything means solution in water. So when sulfur dioxide reacts with water, it forms H2SO3, which is an acid. H2SO3 is an acid. How can we test it is an acid? You know that when blue litmus dip in acidic medium, it turns into red color. So we will use blue litmus paper and we will check this is acid or base.